Mikey, Buddha, and William Waffles.
I don't drink soda. Probably about 3 months ago, we looked it up to see like whether we could get a clapper to activate the recording. In theory, I want to say, or something.
I don't remember this.
We looked into a clapper, and there was like they're still available.
I mean, they better be. It's a genius
Clap
piece
on,
of technology.
clap off. I don't see why it hasn't taken off, really.
I don't see why our phones don't have clapping technology built into it more.
I'm saying, like, this technology's been on the market for decades. Like, why hasn't it been improved upon and utilized for... It's almost like they just want to throttle our technology.
It's like they're keeping it
and
from
they
us.
only want to give us a little bit because they know, there's technology, clapper technology, and other technology that they're probably keeping from us because they know if they dropped it all at once, there's going to be nothing else for a while.
Yeah.
They got to, like every year just roll out a little.
That's consumerism. That's capitalism.
Taste,
and that keeps us wanting the next model. And the cell phone of next year was built 10 years ago, they say.
And you know what? Our cell phones are listening right now, and they're going to, somebody's going to hear this.
Yeah, and
they're going to, so like, we at least, can like feel comforted that all of our good ideas that we pitch to each other, like some company's going to get that idea and then maybe
hopefully
use it.
Roll with it.
You're not going to get paid for it, but at least, you might see it come to fruition.
And they also get early access to the podcast, like a Patreon supporter that doesn't pay.
They do, really.
Yeah. And speaking of, this is the Natural Habitat Podcast. Welcome to it. My name is Mikey Booyah.
And my name is Awesome Ty.
And we have a special event for you guys today. I was doing some research. Okay. I was looking at trends. I was looking at Google Trends.
You got to see what's hot. You got to stay current.
Yeah. And, it all kept coming back to this Laggin' Paul. And,
the Pauls.
Paul.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, right? There's,
Logan Paul and then Paul Blart, I think was the other one. Paul Blart Mall Cop, which is like a cult thing that's kind of like picking up again. It wasn't that big when it came out, but kids are into it now.
Yeah.
So the Pauls are doing a lot.
They're doing the most.
They're doing the most. And we decided to follow in the footsteps of the Pauls and not fight. We're not going to become fighters. We're not going to.
Yeah.
We are going to start
for that.
We are going to do an opening of Pokemon
cards. Pack breaks, baby.
Is that what it's called? Pack breaks?
Yeah, that's what.
Pack breaks. We're going to do pack breaks.
We're cracking packs here.
We're cracking packs. We're going to go ahead and open these exclusive Pokemon cards that were donated generously by our sponsor, the Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Now this is not a Dollar Tree item. These are actually more than $1.25.
Yeah, Dollar Tree doesn't carry Pokemon cards. Are you kidding me?
But they did purchase these for us in a roundabout way because I got some stuff at Dollar Tree earlier that was easily worth, I got $8 worth of stuff for $3.
Oh, you're talking value.
Yeah.
You're talking value, yes.
So with that extra money that I saved, not even all of it, just a piece, I took a piece and I got these Pokemon cards for us to open here with you. This is going to be a special live event. This is going to be going down. We didn't Steam these cards open and check them out.
Nope. We have no idea.
No.
There could be... I mean, I know nothing about these, but you got to assume Pikachu is the rarest and most expensive one, right? Like Pikachu's top dog. So there might be a first edition Pikachu. That's the number one card. Again, I'm just completely assuming here. I have no idea, but I'm
more of a Charizard guy myself.
Okay. So we're looking for a Pikachu first edition or a Charizard first edition.
Yeah. And now, I want to go ahead and be completely transparent with this right now. We don't know. We don't know about Pokemon cards. We have a very limited knowledge of Pokemon. Neither of us have played the Pokemon trading card game. I've played Pokemon, not Pokemon Go, but Pokemon Snap for the N64.
Yes, that's the only one that I've played.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we have
my little brothers were into Pokemon, so like I have that understanding.
So we have, and did you ever play Pokemon Go?
No.
We have the literal, exact same, like pool of reference to pull from.
Yeah, all I remember, like I remember the cartoons being on and like watching them with my little brothers, and then like I remember Pokemon Snap, that was where you just took pictures, right?
Yeah, you're like in a boat, nothing else. Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just took pictures.
Yeah,
and so we don't really know a lot. I don't even know if these are the type. I mean, it's a card. It says this is the Sword and Shields, includes 1 Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield booster pack, and then 10 additional game cards.
See, that means nothing to me. Like, I'm familiar with like collectible card games, but I have no idea like what's what.
But I do know, I did some research before we started, and I will be able to, like Rain Man style, I'll be able to pick out any sort of high profile cards that we have here.
Well, I mean, the whole thing with Pokemon is that you get them all, right? So, I mean, in that sense, they're all equally valuable.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you have to get them all. It's a completionist type deal.
Now, maybe maybe this will like be a reoccurring thing that we could do. We could do an opening. Maybe if you guys like this, we could do opening. We could just make the whole channel.
Well, I have sports cards.
Pack crack.
Why don't we do a pack break of some sports cards next week?
Okay, yeah, I'm down with that. So before we get into these packs, I do have some precautions.
Okay. What you thinking?
This was also generously provided to us by the Dollar Tree.
Man, I bet that's like $10 worth of stuff in there.
Easy. So you're gonna want to put those on.
Oh, thank you.
This is, a lot of people know, if you are into Pokemon cards or rare things in general, you never want to get the oils.
Don't do it.
Or the sauces from your hands.
Yeah, or some of them are like spiky.
Hands?
Pokemon.
Oh. I thought you meant hands are spiky to destroy the cards. The cards aren't spiky. Just the pictures of them.
Some of them are on fire and shit.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Now, these are waterproof gloves, maybe. Okay, not even guaranteeing waterproof here. But these are not fireproof. So if one is on fire... it does say
multi-purpose. So.
Oh. Well, then maybe they are. Okay, I feel a lot better now about these Pokemon cards because if we do, or when we do, find this Pikachu, this Charizard, this rare boy, we'll be able to pick it out of the pack with these tongs.
Okay.
So that way, if you find anything, just stop touching it immediately, and then we'll have to tong it, and then we'll go from there. So
sounds like a plan. This is exciting.
Oh, I also have just in case we do find something that's a potential, I have this flashlight here.
So we can look at the authenticity.
Yeah, we can check out the serial numbers and stuff. And you gotta pump it to charge it.
Brilliant thinking.
So let's go ahead and crack the outer pack of this. You want to go ahead and pop yours, or you want to go one at a time? Oh yeah, I guess you're right, huh? Okay. Now I did have these in the front seat of my car for a few hours. and then I also put my sunglasses on them. And the sunglasses, the weight was evenly distributed between both packs. So I want to say that it should be fine, but it could have messed up the integrity of this. Fuck. I feel like I'm opening a bomb right now. So should I do it like this, or do people cut them? I want to say people cut them, right? Do you cut the pack?
I think you gotta cut it.
Yeah. All right.
Here. You can't take any chances. Sometimes, you might tug a little too hard at that seam, and you might bend it, or you might snag a corner.
Okay, I have this knife that was generously provided to us by Dollar Tree on a previous episode. So I'm going to use this to cut into just the foil. Okay.
Careful.
I got him, baby.
Easy.
I got him. Oh, fuck.
Shit. I don't like the sounds of that.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Let's see what we got. We got a sand attack. Cyclabra sand attack. I've never heard of that. Okay. Silicobra. Now we got a Yamper. I've never heard of this. Have you heard of a Yamper? Okay, so I think they're getting better as we move along.
Hopefully.
Okay, so here we got Krabby.
Yeah, I guess that's an improvement over Yamper, sure.
Okay. Next up, we got Cunt Fat.
What?
This is a elephant with a...
Cuffant.
Oh, here we go. Coming in with Rosalina. Never heard of Rosalina. What is that? Is that even a Pokemon? Yeah. Okay, Noctowl. It's like a nocturnal owl, which, I mean, owls are already...
One for sure. Look, it's got 110, whatever that means in the corner. That's higher than the last one.
Hey, that's stage 1, too. Yeah, it's not basic.
Okay.
Noctowl. But owls are nocturnal, right? You shouldn't have to call it nocturnal owl.
Yeah.
Seems a little weird. Here we got Hitmo-chan, which is like a little Groot-looking guy.
He's got boxing gloves. He's looking to square up. Like, you can go into a Pokemon fight with what is it, Hypno-chan?
Hitmonchan.
Okay,
Never heard of Hitmonchan.
I'm liking that one.
Leon. It's like a skunk kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
Once again, unheard of Pokemon that I've never seen in my life.
Got 1,000. He's got 1,000 points, right?
No, that's 100.
It's 100?
Yeah, it's 100.
Oh, yeah.
Sea King. It's a little Finding Nemo thing. I haven't recognized a single Pokemon in this deck. But
I mean, these are definitely expansion. You said they are expansion Pokemon?
Well, I mean, it's supposed to come with 10 cards. It's a booster pack or whatever. But I mean, that's what they open, right? The booster packs? I've heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, you boost your deck up.
Well, hopefully you have better luck than me. Or we're not the youth. I mean, I'm 28 years old.
We should ask our listeners if any of these are good.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's a great idea.
So you got to catch it says right there, you got to catch them all. So
does it say that?
Again.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It does say that.
And I feel like cutting them open didn't really you didn't get super lucky. So maybe that's like...
Oh, you're going to go with the rip? It's a little dangerous.
I'm already not liking this. We've got a Vulpix basic. Don't know who that. Again, this is like just a non-threatening little Pokemon. Again, the only I know you battle these things, right? You catch them and battle them.
Yeah, this fox is supposed to eat this fish. Like, this kind of fucked up.
I mean, I guess my Vulpix would take like your little weak one, but
yeah, my first one.
We should see how we play this.
My Silicobra.
All right, so okay. Nick it. I feel like that's more intimidating than your second draw.
Yeah.
So my should we just play as we draw, and determine which Pokemon would have won?
Yeah. Wait, that's your first one?
Yeah.
Well, no, then I win. All right, so I win that one. So what's your next card?
Nick it
against Yamper.
And Nick it for sure wins.
Okay. What else you got?
We got Baltoy.
Baltoy against my Krabby. Take that.
It's a clay doll Pokemon.
I have more HP, dude. I got 80.
But
you have 70.
Demon Sand Spray, and look at this. And this is kind of a dope looking Pokemon. And basic.
I hope this is doing something for some of you guys.
It's an antennae, which evolved from a fin and have both positive and negative charges flowing through them.
Okay, how much HP does it have?
It's got 60 HP.
I got 100, dude. My cunt fat.
I have a shiny card.
Oh, really?
And that's got to mean something, right? You got a little holographic.
Wait, is it shiny?
There. It's a little shiny.
Oh, put it down. Put it down. No way, dude.
Oh, there's multiple shinies. Oh, look at that one.
Oh, what is that?
I think we might be onto something here. I think we got something.
Oh, man.
So we got a shiny card. Says something about trainer. I don't know what it means, but we know it's shiny. It looks different than the other cards. And then this next one, careful, my guy. What is it?
A Zacian? Some sort of dog with a sword in its mouth.
With a 220.
Damn, with 220?
220.
I got a Glossifleur.
Oh, you sure do. Oh, see, that threw it all off. That threw the whole matchup system off because that should have been your first draw going up against my superior Vulpix.
Okay. Let's frame these up. We got to frame up these fancy cards because these ones, ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed history, okay? Don't even let me try to underplay how exciting this is for you and for us.
I mean, really, for anybody. You don't have to collect or follow or like Pokemon to appreciate the fact that,
that we won big.
Yeah, it's like watching someone strike gold, like watching a grizzled old prospector who'd been down on his luck. He finally strikes gold in the mountain, and you feel good for him.
Yep, and that's us, and we just did that. So we're gonna pop these frames out.
Yep, we're gonna get rid of this.
Get this sauce out. Here we go.
Careful.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it. Yeah, you gotta shake that in.
Jiggle it in.
Get this shiny guy in here.
Uh-oh.
Careful, there's dabs on that knife. Oh, is this not going to work?
It's going to work. We just got to finesse it in.
You got to unwedge those wedges hard. I don't know if it's going to work. Mine says that it's the right size, but I don't think it is. I'm just shoving this possibly rare Pokemon card into this frame and all bending it and shit. You think that's good?
What a audio treat this episode's gonna be for people just listening. If you're listening like on Spotify or something, please take the time to watch the YouTube video and treat yourself to actually like seeing what we're doing. Yeah, because it's really weird even that you're listening to this.
Here, just put it in here. We're gonna save this.
This is too much. We might have to send it in. I know you can send them in to be like graded by like experts. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna send it off to Beckett or whoever does those things. Remember
Beckett? Is that a person?
Beckett was like the magazine that told you how much your cards are worth before the internet.
Oh, see, I remember Wizard.
Wizard was like
it was like the card. It was like a card pricing.
Yeah. I don't think it had prices, did it? Oh, maybe it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It had comic prices and shit.
Yeah, I'll do some edits on the beginning of that and clean that up a little bit. Make that a little easier to watch. But we don't know these things. We don't know what's good, what's not good because we're kind of out of touch with the Pokemon cards and Among Us, I don't really know what that is. But
yeah, that's a thing, right?
Yeah. But we want to go over some popular slang terms and, kind of prove that we are knowledgeable about the world.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe teach you guys the origins.
You're only as young as you speak.
So yeah, you got to keep up.
The slang you speak, so.
One of the things that that someone taught me that I tried to follow is that you want to like keep up to date with things that are going on with like slang and pop culture and stuff. You don't have to like it, but you need to like be aware of it. Like you should watch like new movies and listen to new music, even if it's not stuff that you normally would be into. You need to like be aware of what's happening in the world. You have to
absorb the culture.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just start making references to movies that were 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. You date yourself, and you know what? Like, I find that I crave like new material and new content. Yeah. Like all the old songs I like, I still listen to them, but I need to intake new music or new. You can't just watch the same movie.
Or new shows or new whatever. So
same goes with slang. So we're gonna ingest some slang here, and are we gonna
some slang? We're gonna go through some classics. We're gonna go through some new things.
I like it. Yeah, like I've got kids, and my kids are very hip, and like I've picked up a lot of new slang from them. So
absolutely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a popular slang term or saying, and then you we'll tell people the origin of it.
Okay. Sounds
here, I could even actually probably pull this over here. Takes the cake. We've all heard this slang, right? Takes the cake?
Yeah.
That's more of a saying than a slang, right?
Yeah, but like I'm picturing the origin, like so takes the cake. Takes the cake means like that. There were like a lot of things that happened, but that one takes the cake. You know what I mean? Like is the most, or by definition, like
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what it means, but
I'm saying like the origin. Okay, so just like a cake burglar. I'm thinking like in some context there was like somebody that would come and take your cake, maybe like a drifter who would spot like an outdoor wedding or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And during the ceremony, like he's like a wedding crasher, but like it's just like a hobo that comes and takes your cake, and you come back and you're like, well that really takes the cake.
That really takes. So it's like a bad thing. So the worst of people is someone that takes your cake.
It could be. I'm just throwing. I'm throwing darts.
So yeah, it's like an ironic thing. Well, it actually comes from
take a cakewalk.
From a cakewalk, yeah.
Yeah, another expression, an expression for something easy.
And which I guess was a thing where couples would dress up in fancy attire and walk together, and whoever had the best walk won a cake. That's a true story. That sounds made up.
Because I feel like I did some sort of cakewalk at like a school event or something when I was like a child. I remember participating in a cakewalk. Yeah.
Okay.
Like an actual kid. And I don't remember like what I had to do. I just remember like that was like an actual thing.
Walk. Yeah.
Yeah. It did involve cake and walking.
Walk. Yeah. And probably everybody got cake because everybody walked great. It was a school thing.
Yeah.
But in real life and in adulthood, back before people had VR and they had YouTube and shit, they would all just get together and walk, and like whoever had the coolest looking walk with the best clothes won a cake.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, man. And that's what takes the cake.
Like there should be a cakewalk though,
and also piece of cake comes from that too.
Like I want to be rewarded for looking cool.
Yeah, right. It's just you just go flex on all the other couples in town.
Yeah, exactly. Get cake. Fuck.
I had this idea that I want to make a video where me and Raven go and try to fight another couple just for being in a relationship, and that we like are staking claim to being in a relationship, just strangers.
So like, yeah, there's not. I mean,
and then tell them that we're recording it for like a popular YouTube video, so they don't get mad at us at the end. And that actually is great advice. Just outside of here, if you ever like piss anybody off and they start getting aggravated with you, and you feel like it's going to become a fight. You just have to say, hey, man, we're filming a YouTube video. You know, it's a prank. There's cameras right over here. And then when they look over there, you just run. And that'll buy you enough time to get out of there for sure.
It sounds like a solid plan.
Above board.
Above board. No, I've never even heard that. These are like old people slang.
Yeah, well,
these aren't hip.
That's okay. I have some young slang too.
I want the young stuff. I'm not trying to, like I'm trying to get away from my age, not like.
Okay. Here. Dope.
Okay, yeah. I've actually, that's been around since the 90s, at least, probably the 80s.
This is funny.
Probably 70s, really. I'm feeling like 70s is where dope probably originally came from.
Yeah.
Maybe even 60s.
This doesn't have the origins of these. This just has the definition because it's a teen slang dictionary for parents. So this is probably good for you to know.
So this is good. And I feel like this is probably like...
Because you have kids.
More, yeah, and this is also more like... I feel like this is already outdated.
Wait, yeah, what is snatched?
Like, looks good.
Snatched perfect. Is the new on fleek? Is that true?
I've never heard that, but I don't know.
I've never heard
that to like find some teens and like use it and be like, hey, well... How do you use it? Like, can you use it in a sentence?
Can you say that's snatched? Or
yeah. Computer, tell me an inspirational story.
At the age of 22, he was diagnosed with a rare disease that took away his mobility and speech. But he persevered, saying, my advice to other disabled people would be, don't be disabled in spirit as well as physically.
What?
This person who went on to popularize physics and make incredible discoveries was Stephen Hawking.
Hell yeah.
Don't be disabled in spirit.
Yeah, I guess that didn't really help much.
Was that the same story that he told you earlier that you got all excited about?
No, he was like, yeah, tell me to tell you an inspirational story.
What?
He requested
he wanted it again?
He requested that we ask him to tell us
Oh,
inspirational story. Instead of just telling us from Jump Street, he like some female shit.
And that's what he came through with?
Yep, that was it. Stephen Hawking.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know how to use snatched. I've never even heard that used.
Yeah, me neither. We should actually, this would be a good time to jump over and ask our listeners. Or should we just try to use it in a sentence and see if they understand us, or should we ask them?
I guess we can just kind of like prejudge them, and if they look cool, then we'll just use it, because we don't want to like look like fucking like old heads. Yeah, true. I don't want to be called an old head. We'll just compliment something that they're using or something that they have. You know what I mean? So that guitar is snatched. This guy's too like, I don't know if he. No, he's really not cool.
Snatched.
Yeah, that guitar's snatched. Yes, dude.
Can you use like? Is that a slang expression that you're familiar with?
Is that like the new on fleek? Have you heard of this?
No.
You've never heard snatched used as like a descriptive term?
Not in a positive way.
In like a negative way, have you? We're trying to figure out what taken, we're trying to get snatched. Like context for this.
Yeah, we heard that. We heard according to these parents that. Thank you for listening to the Natural Habitat podcast. By the way, we appreciate you being here. Of course. We heard that these parents are telling other parents that kids are using the word snatched as something that's fashionable, something that looks good.
Yeah,
it's
like have you
on fleek.
Heard that used as like popular slang recently?
I have not. No. I try not to keep up with that stuff.
Sure. Well, that makes you like a hipster. So I mean, like
So are you a hipster? Are you a musician?
I'm just me.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. So
yeah,
he hasn't heard of it. So that's an X for.
Yeah, that's an X for snatched. All right. Well, thank you, man. We appreciate the help.
Yeah, of course.
Have a great day.
You too. Namaste.
Yeah, namaste. Definitely, he's cool.
Yeah, namaste. Maybe I won't start with the Pokemon card. Hey, thank you for tuning in to the Natural Habitat podcast. Is this worth something?
Do you know anything about Pokemon cards?
I don't. Sorry.
Are you crying? Are you all right?
Have you heard have you heard the term snatched as like something that's slang? Cool, something that's like fresh or like?
Yeah.
Snatched is a slang.
Yes, I've heard it.
Okay, cool. Like, what are some other like popular slang words that you and your friends use? We're trying to like make a list.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends, but I know Push and P is common.
Push and P, yeah, that's like Gunna. It's Gunna's song. So what? Like, how would you use that in a sentence? Can you use that in a sentence for us? Like Push and P, because I haven't heard the song, so I don't really know. But like, I'm familiar with what you're saying. Could you
I have no clue really how to use that.
Okay, that's fine. What are some other ones? This is good. This is helpful. What is it?
A bow.
A bow.
The bow?
A bow. What does that mean?
Bow.
I don't really know. It's another word from a song, and then people are just like, a bow.
Push a P, a bow. Okay.
Bow, okay. Yeah.
It's like the new sheesh or whatever.
There's Material Girl.
Material. That's like a. I'm guessing not the Madonna thing from the 80s though. It's like a different Material Girl.
I don't know.
Okay, pushing for you and a bow.
Thank you. That's actually very helpful.
You've been so helpful.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for tuning in.
Please don't skip me. Please don't skip me. I really don't want to see another penis.
Oh, really? We haven't seen any penises on here.
Yeah. Do you see a lot of?
I've seen.
It's weird that all of our listeners are out here doing this.
Is that mostly like what you see on here?
Yes, I've been on this app since I was 7. I am now 15.
Well, you should get on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think you have to be 18 to watch our show on YouTube.
You're on a podcast right now.
Yeah, and I don't even know if we could legally. It's good that you're not showing your face because I don't know if we could legally even have this on the show. But thank you for teaching us the slang, and thank you for just being cool. We're gonna skip you, and if you don't want to see dicks, then you should get off.
Okay, wait. What's your YouTube channel?
Oh, Natural Habitat Podcast. What if it was just a dick right after that? It just goes straight to dick. I think we're good. I think we got enough off of that. So that was good. So we got Push and P. We got a bow.
Yeah, and Material Girl.
Girl.
No, look that up because like a bow.
Okay, we got a bow. A bow is a slang term that comes from Sweden. It means wow and is used to express shock or disbelief.
And look, that's 2022. That's brand new on TikTok. Yeah. That was so helpful.
A bow, yeah. And then what was the other one? Material girl?
Oh, yeah, material girl.
Material girl.
Slang.
A worldly or materialistic. No, this is like I want a song. Slang. A girl who is very independent, not relying on other people, and fights for what she wants.
So like a Beyonce type thing.
Yeah, like a bad bitch.
Like
but no, bad bitch is like a hot girl.
What was it? Independent women.
A strong, independent black woman.
I don't even think it has to be black. I think I don't think that was like a racial song that Beyonce was singing.
No,
independent women. No, it was to all the ladies. Something. Throw your hands up,
and then Pushin' P.
It's like a Gunna song, right? Yeah.
Pushin' P is a term that originated from Gunna, is one of the biggest stars in hip hop. This month he released the album.
Yeah, he's like beefing with Freddie Gibbs. So fuck Pushin' P. Because I fuck with Freddie Gibbs.
Oh, Pushin' P, Pushin' Playa. It means keeping it real.
Yeah, fuck Gunna.
Pushin' P. All right, well, that was actually that was great. She taught us new slang.
That was dope.
Pushin' P,
our listeners like kill it every time. We always have a few duds, but there's always one that comes through for us every time.
Yep. So, that's lit. We learned some new stuff. Do you feel better now?
I really do.
Because we were going over. So now let's find out how cool you were back then, and see if you know where "dead as a doornail" came from.
Dude, again, these are from like the 1930s.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like, what even is a doornail? But no, I kind of want to know what is "dead as a doornail," because that one doesn't really make sense.
Read it.
One could certainly argue that a doornail was never alive, but when a doornail is dead, it has actually been hammered through a door, with the protruding end hammered and flattened into the door so that it can never come loose or be removed or used again. The phrase "dead as a doornail" has actually been around since the 14th century, about as long as the word doornail has officially been in the English language. Huh? Yeah, I mean... You ever said that? "Dead as a doornail"?
I don't even know what a doornail is still.
It's like a nail that's like hammered in so far that
so a door can't open? So you like nail a door shut?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it still doesn't make sense. Down to brass tacks. I didn't know that was there's a picture of brass tacks here, like thumbtacks.
I wasn't sure if it was like tax, like a physical tax, or like taxes. Mm-hmm. I thought maybe there was like a tax on brass in the 14th century. That,
merchants used to keep tacks nailed to their counters to use as guides for measuring things. So to get down to brass tacks
and start measuring,
would be you were finally done deciding what you wanted.
Let's cut it out,
and you were ready to cut some fabric and do some business. Let's get down to brass tacks. Cut me 2 feet of farmer's twine.
God, these are like the most old-timey slang.
Yeah. Push in the envelope. You know how kids say push in the envelope?
Yeah, all the fucking teens are saying that on TikTok.
You know how kids call everyone a smart aleck on TikTok? Yeah, these are bad. So
let's go back through these. So Gucci.
Yeah, this is interesting that she had heard Snatched. She knew Snatched.
So yeah, she seemed hip. She wasn't quite.
She wasn't knowledgeable about Pokemon cards.
Yeah, but
she knew where it counted.
Yeah,
that's not the meat of this episode. The meat is slang.
The Pushin' P one checks out because I actually knew about that one, and that adds up. So I'm gonna take her word for it on Snatch. So Snatch might be like
Yeah, so add Snatch to the list. If anybody out there wants to use cool new slang, Snatched is it.
Sick. Again, that's been around since I was a kid. I feel good about it. So
sick
if they're still saying sick, like that's good because I never stopped. Fire is fire. I feel like fire is probably passe by now. No, Maybe not.
Formerly straight fire.
TBH.
TBH, yeah.
The teens are just using, to be honest, like
They're all ASL, TBH, using
even
all
when
the
they're
like,
not
chat,
being honest, probably.
all the chat acronyms.
T.
Yeah, spill the tea, the gossip. That's one.
Okay. Is that maybe originate from the Kermit sipping tea?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
With all the drama, so the tea's the drama.
Right, and then YOLO, of course.
Or yogle. Actually, we say yogle around here. You only get one life, which is our own copywritten version of YOLO. So if anybody wants to say or type or write YOLO, write yogle instead. People say, what's yogle?
It's more fresh. The residuals come back to us, and everybody's winning with YOLO.
So let's see. We got Bay before anyone else. If your kids are talking about a Bay, you don't want to be worried about that.
All right.
I thought I said farm.
A Karen.
A Karen.
I feel like this list was compiled by like not like a teen.
A
like
noob.
Anybody.
It's such a mixture, like no cap and then a noob.
Period with a T at the end.
Okay, this is a good example because I was talking about before we started how. Wait, what is it?
Period with a T at the end.
Period.
Oh shit! Like
period.
Period with a like. Damn. So like that's like an exclamation
point.
point.
And this is so dumb. This isn't a slang. This is just a thing that some people say. Like, and then noob
ship
is weird.
You might ship two people together as they should be a couple.
Derived.
Relationship. It's
a ship.
Yeah, like a ship. You're in a ship.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But so I was talking about earlier before the show about how like new slang will happen with the youth. Like we have a bow, right?
We've got a bow. We've got it now.
Like none of us are gonna start saying a bow anytime soon.
I am, baby.
But then there's things like it happened recently with lit, where lit came around and it was like, can you imagine all these kids saying lit?
Yeah,
it's so
just
dumb.
Kind of trickles down to the older folks, like year by
Trickle
year.
Down economics.
And then like molasses, it kind of makes it down to I guess, I mean, I was at the precipice of all of it, so I'm way up there, but like it kind of trickles down to the normies.
Yeah.
And also I think, it's not so much an age thing, is like a small town city thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it really does.
It depends
on where you live.
Where like it's like pretty isolated. Like a lot of people don't get out, and like there's not really a ton of culture here. Like so, yeah. Like it probably just takes a while to like make it to people here.
Yeah, because slang's got to travel around.
Yep.
Someone can't just come to a new town and say a word and it's done. Like it's got to happen a bunch of times.
Like E40 is like kind of like. The only person I can think of that could like just make up like a new word and like, and even that's like dated now. Like and 40's getting up there in age.
This is one that's
no cap. That's
in the mid.
It's a yep.
Because it's been around for years, but we don't say it yet.
It's on fire right now.
Yeah, like now it's like. Now it's getting to where I'm starting to see everybody saying
I'm gonna start firing it off soon.
Yeah, exactly. Like where it's almost time. I'm gonna do it. Where it's just reasonable for someone to say it and it not be like a goofy thing.
No cap.
No cap.
There you go.
So it's weird how the things shift like that. Everybody gets access to it. Like there's the beta version, and then there's like the alpha plus, and then like the alpha, and then did you watch the new COVID, the South Park? After COVID or whatever.
Yeah.
How everything's like a JC Penney Max plus, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there's like levels of slang.
Tool
that you get access.
Tool. They're using tool as like a slur now, an insult.
Yeah, look, and then throw shade, like that's from 20 years ago.
Yeah, well, a lot of these are. A lot of them, I think, like
wrap back around.
Right. Oh, some new Crasby. Crashy. I'm sorry, I can't read from here. Crashy.
Crazy and trashy, like a train wreck.
Oh, she's
crashy.
She's crashy.
I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Hangry.
Hangry. Yep, I've heard that one. Crunk. Getting high and drunk at the same time.
Tight and
crazy.
Dope. What about taupe? I've never heard anyone say taupe before. I also feel like this list might have been written by one mom.
Yeah.
About her one
100%.
kid and the things that he says.
And look at this is verywellfamily.com.
And she might have even asked him, like, son, what are some slang words that you and your friends use? And then
He's
he
just
gave us
with her,
fake
like,
ones.
like
that girl probably did. She probably gave us some bullshit. She made all these. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So here's
this is the good
Dager?
stuff. This is the good stuff.
Oh, yeah. This is parties, drugs, and sex.
Yeah, exactly. This is what we're looking for.
Netflix and chill.
So sex.
It's used as a front.
You've got sex spelled out with a 5, a 3, and an X. And then CU46 means see you for sex.
See you for sex.
Man, I'm gonna have to try that.
POTS, parents over the shoulder, or parents in the room, or whatever. This is all like the shit that they put out in the 90s when they were warning parents about chat rooms and shit.
There's a dager.
Daytime rager. A function, or a funk.
Smash.
A kickback, that's just a small party. The plug. I like that. Turnt.
Want to trade photos.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Resources.
I feel like the random listener was very, like, way more hip than verywellfamily.com/a teen slang dictionary.
Yeah. So yeah.
So like I've always considered myself something of like a trendsetter myself, you know, as far as slang goes, at least amongst my circles. There's been things that like I've intentionally like pushed and seen that like other people started using them and like many times. Like I like, you know, like I do the whole is your name bit mostly to Roach and Matt, but I've got like a bit where I just ask people if they're, you know, like some random name, and then people started stealing that. So I take credit for that. I used to call things junk, and that took off. And I'm just kind of like bragging because like this is like amongst like 5 or 6 people, but you know, I still feel like I'm, you know, like if put on a bigger scale that I could be like a mass trendsetter as far as slang goes. So I'm thinking we should like run through some ones that we'd like to either bring back or maybe you got some original ones like I do.
And also, I mean, you know, to throw my resume into the pot, I recently coined the term dag, which I mean was kind of accepted by a lot of people.
Yeah, sure. That's like probably the same scale that I'm talking about with some of these. But you know what? It's like, how many people did you present dag to? It's not like you got a chance to familiarize 100,000 people with dag and only 5 of them embraced it.
Yeah.
You know, you hit everybody with dag, and I think you might have a good portion of that.
Yeah. So I think that we could make a new slang. And do you have yours? Do you have something in mind? Because I have.
No, we're freestyling here. We're coming off the top.
Okay, so I have like an idea of repackaging and repurposing a old slang, which most new slang is. It's kind of like a twist on an old slang. So we're all familiar with. You got a problem with someone, you know, you want to see someone, you want to meet up with them because you want to fight. And that would be beef. You got beef with this person.
You got to square up, you know, throw down.
So I think that we should come up with a slang where you want to meet up with someone, but you don't want to fight. You just want to hang, you know, you're just like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And it's made specifically for someone that you haven't seen in a minute and you want to catch up. Let's get lunch. Let's do whatever. And maybe, you know, me and Matt, I haven't seen Matt for a minute. Me and Matt, we got impossible beef, which is not beef, you know, it's plant-based. So like Impossible Beef.
What? You completely lost me.
So, you know Impossible Beef, the
yes,
brand?
yes.
It's plant-based beef.
Yes, correct.
So there's no beef. So me and Matt, I want to see him, but I don't want to fight him. I just want to hang out with him.
Impossible Beef.
Impossible Beef, because there's no beef.
Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling that one.
Okay, well, I'm just spitballing here. It's like you don't have to be so negative. Jesus Christ.
I feel like we need to just make up words.
Just a new word? A whole new word and a slang?
No, I'm talking brand new words here.
Okay.
We're coming up with new words. You can't just come up with the word and then identify it as something though. So we need to what are some things that we would need slang words for?
For drugs? Everybody needs slangs for drugs, yeah?
Let's start easy. Let's come up with a new weed one first.
A new weed one? Okay. I remember when I was a kid, me and my cousin would call weed brownies in the house because we were hiding the fact that we were smoking weed. But it's who has brownies? Where are their brownies? My mom and my aunt didn't buy brownies. We were kids. We didn't just have brownies. We didn't make brownies. It didn't smell like brownies. But we're like, hey, you want some brownies? And be like, yeah, for sure. And then we would just disappear for an hour. So it can't be something like that. It can't be something that has a second meaning. So that you can't explain because we didn't have brownies. So, new word. I'm going to say, Canarans. Zatarans. Is Zatarans a word already? Can I just do Zatarans?
Fravel.
Fravel
is mine. Fravel, you could shorten it to Frav.
Fravzat?
Fravel. Okay, so those are good. We can run with those. What about... What about for sex? We need a sex one.
Oh yeah. So sex or just hooking up, just like a Netflix and chill implies
hooking up,
a lot.
because we want teens to use this even if they're not fucking yet. You know what I mean?
Even if they're straight edge.
Yeah, we need little 13-year-olds to be able to say this without. It can just be could be pretty broad. You know what I mean? Just kind of like a.
Okay. What if we make straight edge? What if we make it? You want to be straight edge with me? Do you want to have sex with me? And I didn't just ask you, just to clarify. Do you want to be straight edge with me? You go, yeah. And then the parents are like, oh, the kids are straight edge,
Yeah. Yeah. I can see
but it's
that.
it's an ironic name like Tiny.
Right. Straight edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That would work. And what about a word for... I don't know.
What about skipping school? That's the thing that kids do.
We might just have to leave these to the teens and people cooler than us, and just kind of wait for that trickle down. Because I mean, it's coming up with slang is harder than I.
It's the way that nature's
harder than I
it.
remembered it.
Yeah,
I might just try to bring back some old ones.
Yeah, I remember. It's all about just bringing. I remember when I was a kid and I would say fresh. And people would be like, nobody says fresh anymore. And now it's almost more people say fresh than just the juggalo culture, that's where I got it from.
I remember it was a juggalo thing, especially for a minute. And then probably, before that it was probably a late 80s hip hop thing.
Yeah. With the sample, the classic fresh sample.
I'm trying to think of some ones that are gone out of style now, swag. I wouldn't say swag in 2022, would you?
No.
I think that would probably be one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to bring back.
No, not bring it back. I'm just saying ones that you probably couldn't use right now.
Oh,
I mean, I guess you could bring it back, but flex. I feel like flex you can't.
That was on the list though.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that was up here at the top too. I think.
Computer, what are some outdated slang terms?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, dope, cool, or awesome. Goat, greatest of all time. Gucci, good, cool, or going well. Lit, amazing, cool, or
Wait, what
exciting.
did you say about awesome?
OMG,
Computer, did you say that? They say awesome.
What should I add?
Did you say that awesome was not a cool slang term?
I've added did you say the awesome was not a cool center to your shopping list. What else?
No, computer, were you talking shit on me? Computer, you know my name is Awesome Ty. I just asked you what
I've
is
added you know why my name is awesome Ty
listen.
to your shopping list.
No, listen.
What else?
Computer, listen. You know my name is Awesome Ty. I just asked you what is a list of outdated slang terms, and
I've
you
added
said
listen, you know my name is awesome to your shopping list.
you
What
said
else?
computer.
What should I?
Computer, what are some outdated slang terms?
I've added what are some outdated slang terms to your shopping list.
No, I don't want to
What
buy
else?
that. Check out.
Oh no, it's not.
Looks like your card is empty. To add items, you can say
Thank
things
God.
like add batteries to my
Computer,
card.
stop. Stop. That was stressful.
Yeah, computer, like you're testing me today, bud.
Yeah. He's got nothing to say. Well, hopefully these cards are worth something, and hopefully we taught you some new slang. And we're gonna wait for the trickle down, and as soon as we get it, we'll let you guys know. We'll start using it on the show.
Yeah,
And that's-
come in heavy with it.
Yeah.
And that's when you know to stop saying it.
And yeah, no cap.
Natural Habitat Recordings.